Hello, welcome to another talk on money, business, and investing. My name is Ozan, the founder of the company Brain here, Master Investor. Welcome back if you're an existing subscriber. If you're new, ensure to subscribe, follow us on all of the social media platforms, turn on the notification here so that you know when we go live or upload a valuable video that can change your life forever when we apply the information that we receive into our life today so that we can experience the results. If we don't apply, then we don't get anything, right? So we need to take heavy action when it comes to building our wealth. And that requires financial education, because without financial education, we cannot read financial statements. Today we have a great topic, but I want to piggyback on yesterday's live stream so that we can cover exactly what we're doing here at Master Investor every single day. We're going to cover some of the points that I made yesterday so that we can get up to date. And tonight we're having a live stream, so I want to invite you, if you're watching this, to watch tonight's live stream. It's going to be titled The Basis of Our Wealth, and it's all about our personal financial statement, and that's the first step towards financial education and building true wealth. Yesterday we talked about invest money to become wealthy fast. And we said that an appropriate budgeting strategy, it is the secret to financial success, meaning that we are budgeting to become wealthy, not to shrink, not to cut expenses. Majority of gurus out there in the world tell their following that in order for them to build wealth is to cut expenses. And even professionals will tell their clients that. CPAs with the wrong mindset, bookkeepers, etc. It's not how much money we make, but how much money we keep, because we're utilizing the tax code, which has tax advantages for a wealthy entrepreneur and inside investor. And that's what we are building here inside of our community at Master Investor. You're either going to improve your financial IQ, you're going to have more success in your financial life, you're going to understand how to read financial statements, the difference between assets and liabilities. We're going to be able to raise capital successful like the wealthy do, because we have the ability to put deals together where other people, private lenders, and money overall finance, because we have something that is a good deal that can multiply other people's money, not just our money. OPM, other people's money, and OPT, other people's time and talent. We need to learn how to delegate and use systems, because a sound business is a system of systems. In order to have unlimited leads coming in, we need to have systems in place, and we need to invest in systems rather than products. I cannot stress enough how important it is to begin to control systems. If an individual wants to create wealth today, it is easier than ever to tap into unlimited wealth, regardless of the person's background, due to the fact that we have technology, artificial intelligence, and just about all the systems that we need in order to start, they're free. We can have access to them. They have a free plan. So start educating ourselves through financial education here at Master Investor. Understanding how to read our financial statement is the first step, like I mentioned, towards financial prosperity. And if you don't know where you are financially today, how could you know where you want to be in the next few days, months, a year, etc.? We need to plan ahead, but we need to focus on the next 24 hours too. We need to optimize for the great and extraordinary life. How do we do that? Pay attention of the daily habits and patterns that we have. It's not just about the money. However, the money helps us become more able to tap into our dreams, passions, when we have the right character. As long as we have done self-development, money will magnify who we are, always. So people that spend their entire life working for money, they're chasing the wrong thing. They're optimizing for the wrong thing, even if their career is a high-paying job. And we hear it all the time. People that are getting close to pass away, they explain that they wish they would have more time for health, more free time, instead of chasing the big check. So the idea of chasing money is obsolete when we want to build true wealth, because wealth is measured in time and free time. So it's not the money, but how we make the money and how we attract it into our lives. We need to do it the wealthy way, which is having assets, pipelines, and different asset classes that are working hard for us to bring us passive income specifically. And then capital gains income will come because we'll have different investments in different asset classes that will only bring capital gains income, meaning that the asset which we acquire will go up in value eventually, and then we can sell it to liquidate it. However, it's important that we also practice having cash flow coming in every day. It's not just about waiting for something to go up, and that's when passive income comes in, and it requires a higher level of financial education. But I want us to take from this amazing video tonight, or whatever part of the world you are in, is to optimize every single moment for an extraordinary life. We need to focus on the 4 pillars to achieve that: health, wealth, love, and happiness. You don't want to trade your life perhaps with somebody that has billions of dollars in their bank account, but they can't get out of bed because either they're too heavy, they're sick, something internally is wrong with them because they may be focused too much on making billions of dollars. And that is not a life. So sometimes you want to be grateful for where we are right now and don't wish to be in somebody else's shoes because you don't know what they're going through. And the important point that I want to make here is that we need to optimize for those 4 pillars every single day. If it's jeopardizing any of them, then let's not do it. Okay? If you need to take a break, go to get some relaxation to the beach, to the nature. I call it forest bath. Just to go out there and reflect, get grounded, take off your shoes and walk on the sand and dip your toes in the waters so that you can get connected back to source. It is important that we do that when we build our wealth. Here at Master Investor, we help people understand that it's about an extraordinary life. That's what we're all about, to create that lifestyle that has all the 4 pillars that I just mentioned: health, wealth, love, and happiness. Once we achieve those 4 pillars and we have a plan every day to feed them, to water them, you'll be surprised how much ahead we can get when we have a plan of action that is catered to make us better every single day. It adds up. You'll be surprised because here at Master Investor, we're doing a live stream every day and we look back since we started this year and our channel has taken off. We have unlimited leads coming in from different countries around the world. Think about that. You could be in position today with your business, creating unlimited leads worldwide. You can handle your business operations from anywhere in the world because we're learning how to do business the modern way, digitally, having assets that we can control with our computer, and everything pretty much, even if it's a commercial real estate property, we have to look it up online. And we show you how to do that in our live streams because we share our screen. So I highly recommend that you tune in every single day here at Master Investor so that you get updates on financial education and how we can make money, make more money, because the phrase that it takes money to make money is not quite accurate. First, we need to have financial education and we can make money, make more money. Because if that phrase was true for everybody, then how come there are a lot of savers in the world and all they do is save money? And which strategy is that one that makes you poor? Saving alone is losing money due to 3 main reasons: taxes, inflation, and avoiding risk. It not only savings, we have to pay the highs in taxes on savings. Inflation is rapidly growing, which is great news for the financial educated one. But the one that is uneducated regarding finances, they see inflation and hyperinflation. That's a bad thing. We have to turn that around and use the new rules of money. That's why we created our ebook, The 10-Year Rules of Money. You can find it on Amazon, all of our ebooks. However, I recommend that you go to our website because we have turned each book into a digital course. We are adding assets as we move forward. It's a vivid course. It comes with the ebook, and you have other bonuses as well to emphasize more on that topic of each volume. And we will continue to do that. When you get in today, the unfair advantage that our members will get is that you will be grandfathered in for any other asset that we add into that digital course which you decide to purchase today. We have the 10 new rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, and how to invest in crypto to build wealth. We're releasing our 4th ebook in the next month or so. Stay tuned for that because we have more products that are catered to help us build our asset column. How to raise capital to build wealth is the title of our next ebook. And we're going to have probably, hopefully, another 5 ebooks being released in the next months. Okay, so we have a lot of great things here coming our way for everybody to take advantage. And that's our goal here. Our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple. We look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Comprehending the distinction between an asset and a liability is crucial for appropriate financial planning. Spending will make us wealthy. Saving one. So it's not about cutting expenses, it's about expanding our asset column. When we build our wealth, regardless of where you are right now financially, maybe you are consumed in bad debt and you don't want to hear more about debt, let me give you the good news. Debt is our friend when we're building our wealth. So it's not about being out of debt. In fact, like I just mentioned a few minutes ago and earlier, it's not about cutting expenses. It's not about shrinking. Maybe those liabilities that you have on your liability column that are costing you your hard-earned income, which you're selling your time for, maybe those liabilities are good for you. Maybe they are things that you want to have, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're supposed to get everything that we want in life, but first we need to become that type of person. And then if you already found yourself in that position where, okay, you're in bad debt, how do we come out of it? It's not about cutting expenses. It's not about, number one, pay yourself first. You got to put a hold. If you have collectors calling you, etc., you got to say, okay, wait a minute. That money is going to be invested in my asset column. I'm going to grab that money before I pay you. Sorry, I can't pay you this month. You're going to have to hold up. And then begin to focus on the asset column. Put all your energy on the asset column because one asset go viral online today. So you can make $1 million with one asset per year. That's $2,800 on sales every day. And that is if we keep $2,800, meaning that that's our profit after all expenses are paid. It's not that hard because with affiliate marketing, you can easily achieve that doing high ticket items. Meaning that the commissions that are paid on high ticket items are high ticket. They're higher than the low ticket, obviously, meaning that one product can bring you more than $2,500. But I just want to put it into perspective that in order to make $1 million, we have to make $2,800, and that will equal a little over $1 million per year. Now, not everybody wants to make $1 million. Like I said, optimize for the extraordinary life. And wealth is not measured in money, because if that was the case, then a lot of people will be considered to be wealthy because they have money in the bank. And it's not about, it's how we utilize the money. It's not about having the money in the bank, because if the person has the money in the bank, they're losing money. And that money is being lended to who? To us, to people that know how to raise capital, how to put it to work in places that are sound assets. So money finds us. And if it doesn't, then we'll find the money because we know how to raise the capital. We just have to bring the right eyeballs into that asset that we put together. But just about every asset class, there are 5 right now. Number 1, real estate. Number 2, business. Number 3, crypto. Number 4, paper assets. Number 5, commodities. They all require financial education here. We're breaking down each asset class, providing the right literacy so that we can all grab whatever we need in order to build our asset column. We suggest that you start with business because our businesses will buy other businesses and assets in different asset classes. We need to tap into that cash flow daily. Okay, so I want us to focus. If you're a new entrepreneur, just started now, maybe you have a job, you have a high paying job, maybe you have a business that is running and is making you millions of dollars, but you're stuck on that revenue for the past year, the past month, something needs to change. And I call it the twist. Whether you're a new entrepreneur, you have an existing business and you want to take that to the next level, you want to improve your bottom line, your cash flow, your positive cash flow, then the twist needs to come in. And it could be more than one twist. Every time we need to upgrade our lives, we need to include a twist. It's the only way we can upgrade and have that breakthrough. Whether it comes from reading, seminars, network marketing events, could be, right? Any type of event that puts people, like-minded people together to network. Real estate events. It can come from various ways. Listening to a podcast, watching a video like this one that will inject you with aspirations and clear view of what's possible out there for us. We can tap into unlimited wealth right now. First, we need to change our mindset. You need to start understanding the lingo of the wealthy, which by listening to my voice here, you will learn how to do this and how to attract wealth and how to attract success. People chase success because they have it the wrong way. They have the wrong context. They're operating with the wrong framework. So the philosophy of money needs to change. If you never made money the wealthy way, if you never made money through investing, most likely you have the wrong context. So it's more important than the content. Context is key. We need to check our context before we start digging and putting in content. It's like holding the wrong glass for the wrong liquid, okay? If you have the context of the poor mindset and you pour in content of the wealthy mindset, it's not going to function. It's not going to hold. It's not even going to fit in there. And a lot of times we adopted these concepts of money, which are run through our teachers, some parents, family members, friends, colleagues, people that without knowing, they were practicing the wrong context and thinking that working harder at a job would solve financial problems in their lives. And at the end, they work that hard for that many years to just pay themselves to try to get their health back that they lost those 20, 30, 40 years that they spent to somebody else's dreams. Now, if you love your job and you have a great organization, then amazing. We still encourage you to learn how to invest. And since you have capital safe in the bank, you have a high paying job, you can invest in your financial education, you can start building your assets, you can put a team together. It doesn't have to be a huge team, it doesn't have to be crazy amounts of money to start a business. You need to incorporate a company though, because every time we make money online, we need to run it through that business checking account so that we can minimize taxes all the way to zero. But spending money, learning how to spend more money is wise to do and is important in order to build our wealth. It's not about cutting expenses. Don't have that mindset because it's going to hinder the entrepreneurial spirit if you're only thinking about saving money. You have to move that money into the asset column and not by giving it to somebody else now. That's not what we're telling anyone to do here. In fact, we're telling you to do the very opposite, which is invest it in yourself, in a course, something that you can keep forever, to learn how to do something, how to invest in real estate, how to create my first sale online, how to create cash flow online. That's why we created that ebook that we asking you to go ahead and get. Click the link in the description because it's going to take you from point A to point C. It's going to give you the background of wealth, what is money today, how to use debt, how to come out of bad debt and get into more good debt and manage and control debt, how to have systems, what is the cash flow triangle, the cash flow circle, the cash flow system, understanding upsells, how to build our email list and nurture them through an automated email campaign on our email autoresponder that we will control to build our database and control more opportunities to be delivered to those different lists that we're building every single day, because we're going to have different offers going out. So how do we begin to build more wealth, invest it in financial education. Okay, that way you can now have the ability to turn your safe capital, which is your earned income, into passive income by you investing it, by you incorporating, by you taking action. You're not going to give the money away to somebody invested in crypto for you. You're going to open up the wallet. You're going to do it. You're not going to give it to a company like FTX, which it was a big scam. And the people that gave money to them, a lot of successful people that you think they're successful, rappers, celebrities, even business people, they didn't have the right financial education, obviously, because they could have invested in cryptocurrencies themselves through a company that we control. And you open a wallet, it's simple. We can do it from just about any app. I think even PayPal has the ability, you can buy crypto on there. But it's important that we do it through our business. Whatever gains or revenue we have from our assets, they need to obviously touch our business banking account. It cannot come to our personal income, because otherwise we'll pay the highest in taxes. The whole purpose of becoming a wealthy entrepreneur and a master investor, an inside investor, is to minimize taxes. And the way we present ourselves to the world legally is by having excess of passive income, high expenses, and low to zero personal income. And that's how the ultra wealthy position ourselves in order to build true wealth legally. And for the uneducated mind, that might seem bizarre because they're saying low personal income. Yeah, because earned income is taxed at the highest bracket. Why would we want to give our money away to the government just to show on paper that we make millions of dollars or XYZ amount? We don't care about looking wealthy on paper personally. In fact, we do the very opposite. We look poor personally on paper. Now, our companies have that revenue coming in, whatever that may be, and it has high expenses because we're going to run as many expenses legally to better our business, better our cash flow, and of course pay for the liabilities that we desire in our lives. So the game is all about focusing in the asset column, and I hope by now you can see that and understand that our personal financial statement is composed of 6 basic words: income column, expenses, liabilities, and assets, and cash flow. Those are the 6 words. And you need to understand the relationship between the income statement, which contains the columns of the income and the expenses column, with the balance sheet, which contains the columns of the assets and liabilities. And as we can see our situation, where we are financially, because we can determine, okay, how many assets do we have today? How do we make our money? What are our expenses? Liabilities, how's that cash flow flowing when it comes in through whichever way we're getting it? And it comes to our income column, how is that being distributed through our financial statement? Who's getting paid first? Remember, in order to build wealth, we have to pay ourselves first, because we're going to be using that capital to what? Invest in ourselves, self-development, and then of course invest in sound assets, whether we're building a company from scratch or we're partnering with other companies and their products to bring in direct sales by utilizing systems and the new rules of money. Because if we're not doing that, then you're going to be struggling for money and working for the rest of your life hard for money, exchanging your time, which is the most precious asset we have, and it's priceless. We shouldn't put a number on our time ever. Also, our freedom has no price, so we don't jeopardize our freedom neither, and our minds. Those 3 things are the most valuable things. So we got to nurture our minds, protect our freedom at all times, meaning that we're doing everything legally and ethically so that we can protect that freedom, because the reward of becoming successful at business is the freedom that it provides us. At least the way we are seeing it here inside of our community and experienced it before, which is having passive income. okay? And that's how our members are building their wealth, focusing on investing for passive income, which requires higher level of financial education that is ongoing and never stops. The more we know that we don't know anything. And we always say here inside of our community, we are going to sleep smarter than we were yesterday. So opt in for the extraordinary life every single second of our lives. And don't just chase the money. We have to attract the money. We have to attract success. We attract relationships because we are becoming valuable to the marketplace through self-development. So in the next months, in the next 24 hours, we need to focus on pouring energy into ourselves. Good energy, valuable energy, reading something good, listening to something good, going out to the nature to have a forest bath every day if possible. A lot of people don't even know how to meditate, how to quiet their minds, their thoughts, and just be one with the universe. All of this is great to build an extraordinary life. You don't want to be the wealthy guy with no health or the wealthy woman with no health. You don't want to be the person that have worked their entire life at a company with people that they hate every day, and then you may have some money, right, in the bank saved, but you have no health and you had a miserable life because you were too afraid to fail. And failure is part of success. We have to accept failure. And the way we can avoid failure is by learning from other people's mistakes through our mentors. That's why I always encourage everyone to invest in our mentors. I still continue to invest unlimited amounts of money to my financial education, mentors, and be able to rub shoulders with the right group of people so that I can grow as an individual. If we're not growing, then we're dying. We need to be sponges at all time to grab everything that can make us better. And what is our mission in life? Why are we doing what we're doing? Figure out your why. Because that's what is going to keep us going when things may get tough or difficult, or we experience a setback. It may happen. We need to be prepared for any type of economy, and we can do that by investing in ourselves first. We will never sell you an investment because here at Master Investor, we are all building our assets, and we have control over those assets. We're not giving power to anybody. So regardless whether we're starting with a digital product that we are building, it could be a course, it could be an ebook that you want to write, and you can pay somebody else to write the ebook for you, and you check it and so forth. Depends what you want to do. Or you can tap into affiliate partners and use their products and start sending leads to those sales pages that are qualified, and they convert into sales, and they don't even know who sent them over there. They're looking for a solution, and we just connecting the end user with the provider successfully. And the companies are pleased to give us a commission every single month if it's a subscription product. If it's one time, then great. We did the ad one time and it's bringing in 10 sales a day. That turns into passive income. Let's say each sale pays us $300, $500. Multiply that by 10. $3,000 if it's $300 per sale. So now we bypass the number that we said earlier about making $1 million per year, which a lot of people, when they break it down, now you see $2,800. That's not that much. If I can sell 10 sales, and my opportunity to do that is very wide because I have the whole wide world in front of me to sell something digitally, and everybody can be looking at the same offer at the very same time, unlike in real physical stores, right? Where people have to wait in line. Here, digitally, we can put that offer in front of 100,000 people, 1 million people, 1 billion people, and they can all click at the same time and buy. That's how powerful having systems in place is. And to be a business owner, we need to have systems. It's a must. Otherwise, you'll find yourself working at your job every single day because you will own a job. And that's what the self-employed does. They lack systems and financial education. And today's live stream, we're going to cover the financial statements. So I want you to subscribe, get inside of our inner circle by clicking the link in the description somewhere. We have many links below. of tools, resources to get anybody started to building true wealth and start getting passive income online. So if you're interested, just check them out. And if you have an existing business, you're already a master investor, you already have excess of cash flow from different assets or maybe one asset that you have, then also take advantage of our courses, because you'll find a twist that will take your business to the next level and help you bring in more wealth in your life, which equates to more freedom, right? We want to be having assets, otherwise they're not assets that pays us money into our pocket whenever we're not working. If it's not doing that, it's not an asset. And we might, and no, we might not, we will put in the time at the beginning to look for the asset, to build the asset, right? It's going to be our energy, our effort. But if you don't have any assets and you have the time, then invest it in the asset column so that you have free time in the future. That's what we're doing it now. And we might have sleepless nights as an entrepreneur and inside investor. We never clock out, but it doesn't mean that we're always working, because we have control over our time. We don't check in with anybody. We check in with ourselves and our team, but we don't have to be somewhere where we don't want to be. And when it comes to building our business, we might have to do things that we don't want to do, but we're doing it for our business. We're minding our business. And a tip of successful entrepreneurship is that mind our business every day. So the question is, which frame of mind apply to us? Do we have the poor mindset or do we have the wealthy mindset? And a person can be broke and have the wealthy mindset. You see? That's why I say earlier, and I always bring it up, act like the person we want to be. It's not about faking it till we make it. It's about actually doing it on purpose, deliberately acting like the person we want to be. It's about be, do, have. As we act like the person we want to be, we speak, we think the same, right? We're thinking the same thoughts. We have the right framework of mind, the philosophy, the values, the way we think, how money's created today. What is money? All of these things is the framework of the wealthy, and we need to have that context. When we do that, then we can definitely tap into financial freedom and create true wealth, which is measuring time. How much time do we have without working and still be able to live the lifestyle that we have and improve it if we want to? Not about shrinking, it's about constantly improving. How long can we go? And that's what we're looking for. That's our wealth number. It's about working less and making more. Some people say, well, you have to work hard to become wealthy. Nah, I actually don't believe in that. It's about working smart. And then, yes, it's going to require mind power. And that gets us tired sometimes. We have to have good rest, but that's why we're working on our health every day, so that we can push our business forward and we can build it to become a successful business that runs on itself, because it has a system of systems. And it doesn't have to be complicated when we start building our business at all, or investing. In fact, the more complicated it is, probably the worse or is a bad investment, because it shouldn't be complicated. The numbers work in a good investment, and the numbers do not work. Keep it super simple when it comes to investing. And understanding our personal financial statement does not have to be hard at all. In fact, we make it very simple. So watch today's live stream and also yesterday's, because it's going to teach you a lot, and it's going to help you understand the right context so that you can start building your asset column or take your business to the next level and add that twist in our lives. Regardless of where you are financially, we all have a twist that will help us get to the next level and give us that breakthrough that we're looking for. And every day counts. Don't take it for granted. And always remember this: we have to make a surplus and expense. In other words, if we have excess of cash flow coming in and we have XYZ amount left this month from that cash flow, we paid all the expenses. Now we gotta treat that as an expense already, meaning that $1,000 has to have a job designated to work hard for us. It has to be orchestrated to have that $1,000 work on an asset column in a different asset, or maybe even improving the asset column of the existing asset. But that money, even before we have it in our bank account or in the business bank account, it already has a job to do. When it comes in, we move into a different asset class and we treat it as an expense. We should treat it as an expense to be able to minimize our taxes to zero in many instances legally. Of course, we're going to have the right CPA, the right business attorney with the right tax strategy in front of it that matches the tax code so that we can utilize the laws to minimize taxes, okay? And we can do that when we have financial education. That's why coming here on our channel every day, interacting, getting into our digital courses, reading our volumes, listening to our podcasts will help you build financial freedom and true wealth. I encourage you to also go out there and seek other mentors, invest in their systems and products and what they have to share with you, because that's the only shortcut we get in life, learning from our mentors and their mistakes that they have made. There's not a rule that says we have to learn from our own mistakes. We will learn from our mistakes, but we don't have to make them if we don't have to. If somebody says, hey, I did that, I've already been there. If you go here, it's better. Okay, let's take that, right? And we must always be able to go back to ourselves. Having an intuition, being in tune with who we are is critical when it comes to business. Being ourselves. We have to create our own unique path, each of us. Here at Master Investor, you have the freedom to do that, to get ideas and bring those ideas into fruition. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that today's talk has helped you understand that it's not just the money, even though money is one of the most important components that exist on this earth and this life that we must master. We must make money our slave, and we tell money what to do. But optimize for the extraordinary life with the 4 pillars that we talked about: health, wealth, love, and happiness every single day. And love and happiness is easy when we're contributing through our passions, something to the world, when we are aligned to who we are. We all have different talents and skills. We are special in some way or another. Now it's all about bringing that into this reality, expressing it through a business, products, art, and living through that. And if it's for the world, then we can monetize it. If it's just for you, then it's a hobby and it shouldn't be a business. So when we build the business, we need to have a business for everybody, because solving people's problems is finding a need and filling it. I'll see you in tonight's live stream. I'm about to go live in a few minutes, so I'll see you there. Thank you for watching this amazing broadcast or video today. Let me know if you have any feedback, bringing the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. I'll talk to you on the next video. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now.